Hello guys, I'm glad to have you back. Karibu sana Sauti TV. I have a bittersweet kind of story to tell, but before I do that, kindly hit the subscribe button and join this family. So here goes the story. YouTuber Dora Obwaka, who calls herself Jesus Girl KE on Instagram and also sister to Murugi Munyi, famously known as Yummy Mommy, has opened up on how tough it has been to battle with anxiety and depression through a post she has done on her Instagram handle. From what she has told her fans, Dora has been going through depression for quite some time now, and it has not been easy for her. She shared a picture of her where she was involved in a motorbike accident, and at this time she was passed out from the intoxication she had in her system. This was a blessing in disguise, I would say so, as it is what turned things around and made her see things from a different perspective. Here is how the message she has written reads. I've never been one to shy off from sharing my testimonies, but this one, I must admit, has been one that hasn't been all too easy to share for many reasons, but the Lord has been pressing it on my heart. Even if it's for one soul, it will all be worth it. Let me hold it there for a second and say something from this part of Dora's story before I continue reading. One of the best ways to fight anxiety and depression is through shouting it out when in doubt. Get it off your chest to someone or people you trust will listen to you and not judge. So she continues to say, the last many months have been the most difficult of my life, dealing with anxiety and depression where there seemed like there would be no end. Life seemed hopeless and everything had lost its meaning. Nothing could bring me joy. The only way I knew how to numb the pain was through getting high and being with a guy I knew I had no business with. Those were my comforts, my way of breathing. However, the longer I continued to engage in those areas, the more lost I found myself, the harder life seemed to get. My spirit and soul were dying, my being was crying out. I was at the end of myself and even contemplated ending it all. So I pause again on this one for a second. I personally feel this is now the point where you need to get an exit strategy from depression by all means. Yani hauna any other choice. It's either you do it or do it. I know at this point you are not in the driver's seat, by the way, in your life, but identify your triggers and wrestle the incidents that cause anxiety, and I believe this is exactly what Dora did. What I have read above is the bitter part. Now here comes the sweet part of what Dora has written in her stories, and I continue to read. But just when I thought God had forsaken me, that there was no hope, that there was no meaning, and I didn't have a purpose, God stepped in with my life on the line. Believe it or not, these accidents and some other events that happened within the same week was the means God used to catch my attention. It brought me to a point of admitting defeat. It brought me to a point of realizing I can't do life on my own. I can't win with my strength. I was tired of being tired and ready to cast my burdens on Him. I went on to ask God to give me gladness for mourning, to give me joy instead of sorrow, and I told Him I was ready to let go of any crutch I was using to deal with my life and have Him be the center. And in celebration, she says, I have peace I haven't felt in the longest time. I have joy and gladness. I have purpose. I am a firm believer that God is able to do as His word says above all. God is able to do as His word says above all we could ever ask and think or imagine. So many good things have happened since, and I can't wait to share. And this marks the end of her quotes. Dora has made it through depression. I hope anyone going through the same gets to read Dora's story or watch this video. It's never the end of it all when we go through challenges in life. All hope is never lost, and when we find just one reason to live for, embrace it and work towards healing. Above all, cast your burdens to God. I know you have many thoughts about this story. Kindly let's interact in the comment section, and we will be glad to know what you're thinking about this same thing. Do not forget to follow us on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and TikTok at Sauti TV KE. Thank you so much guys for your time, and keep it right here for this and more stories. Goodbye.